Night Talk Show with Bob! Hey guys, so today we're gonna see my life. No, I'm serious guys, don't laugh at me. It's seriously my life. No, it doesn't matter. Anyways, you guys might not believe me. Today our special guest is Sahil Pari!
Hey everyone!
Hello, Mr. Pari. It's great to see you.
Hello! Hello to everyone in the crowd.
So,
So, you probably all know why I'm here, right? Okay, so Bob didn't tell you what I'm here for, apparently. So, I am here because I made a book called Silky Bob's Backstory. It's based on everyone's favorite childhood character, Nick Silky Bob from After 20 Years. I also have a bunch of random copies that I totally don't need. Just kidding. I'll give all of these away to the crowd right after this session.
wow, thank you!
You're welcome.
How did you even write this?
Well, I started off with an idea after reading After 20 Years. So basically, I thought at the end of the story, after 20 years, like everyone should know, Silky Bob, I put that in quotations, was arrested.
Yeah, I'm afraid I'm not Silky Bob. Sorry, guys.
So, he was arrested, and I wrote his backstory on the cause of why he was arrested. So, he was arrested because
You're going to his background?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Silky Bob.
Oh, by the way, we have some water.
Oh yeah. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Anything for my favorite author.
Thank you. Okay, so after that, they also mentioned him going to Chicago for a while. So I thought that maybe he committed a crime in Chicago. So I wrote a backstory of why he got arrested in Chicago and in New York.
Both times. So, New York is the second time we were sick.
Pretty much, yeah. So it all started off with him going to a funeral for his parents, which had recently died in Chicago.
I see.
So, yeah.
Cause of death?
Not really any. Not until the end. He doesn't know.
Okay, so you're not going to tell us.
That's for you all to find out when the free copies come out.
Don't blame him.
Yeah.
He wants you to read it. He did work hard. So.
Okay. So, also, next, two men, after he stops in Chicago on the train, he goes to Chicago from a train. Because the 1920s. They had
Yeah, they locomotives.
Mhm.
Yes. I know.
And he went there probably he just went there to go to a funeral. When he stopped at the train, two men named Alfred Talbot and Charles Sands knocked him out. And
Brutal.
yeah,
That sounds brutal. Okay.
isn't that brutal though?
Yes, it's meant for kids. Parents, don't worry about it. Your kids can read it. Don't worry.
So yeah. So he got knocked out and he got taken to a small house.
Okay.
You know-
And describe a small house, please.
So it was, imagine a small house sandwiched between two large buildings in the
Is it
1920s.
warehouses, maybe? All that?
Kind of, yeah.
Alright, so there's many base of operations. Basically.
One. It's sandwiched in between two large buildings
Oh,
that are just there. So no one can really notice it. It's kind of like a small alley.
inconspicuous. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Keep going.
Okay, so then they bribed him with money to join their deal and become a gangster and rob a bank. So they needed help robbing a bank because they didn't have a third person. And they apparently took him as a candidate because,
There's a reason for that, I assume.
yes, because the
Later in the story. At the end?
kind of later in the story, but it's not very it's not a spoiler. So someone called the Big Cheese, which is basically the boss. It's a slang term.
Slang term, everybody?
Mhm. Big Cheese, which is the boss. So he apparently told Alfred and Charles to get this guy.
Okay. So he has special abilities?
Kind of like if you think about Al Capone. Do you know who that was?
Al Capone, Notorious.
Yes. He's based on that. But he's not very described in the story at all.
Okay.
He's just known as the Big Cheese and Vicious, yeah.
Alright.
But it's a very minor character, so we went on kind of thing.
Okay.
So, yeah. So after that, they go and rob the bank, and then things start getting crazy because they get caught. One of the men, Alfred and Charles, one of them dies. I don't tell you who. Yeah, that's a bad thing.
Not good. I mean, they are gangsters, so. I will say justice.
They're still protagonists.
They are perfect. Yeah, that's true.
Okay, yeah, so it's technically bad, technically good. Same thing. Well, not same.
However you want to think about it.
Yeah, however, it's your perspective. So, yeah, so they get sent to jail, and that's pretty much what happens. And then after the jail, I can't spoil it.
Yeah,
That's
no
true.
spoilers, people. This is just going into the beginning, so you want to read it. Not so that, you know
You don't want to read it.
So now we have some questions that I wanted to ask.
Okay. So the
Basically,
story
I wanted
now.
to know. Yeah, but I just wanted to know, like, because I've heard your little description, and I have a couple questions. So number one, the city. Where does this all occur? Because I know it's 1920s as in time, but like where?
Like I said, it was Chicago, but it was near Lake Michigan, Chicago.
Okay, so north.
Yeah, North Chicago,
North
basically. So that actually plays a factor,
Okay. And
which you will see in the end.
Chicago is a high crime rate even today, correct?
Yes,
That's what I chose.
that's what I know.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't really choose. I chose that Chicago because of that, and I chose Chicago because in after 20 years, he does go like around Chicago. That's what they say.
Okay, alright. My next one was Jimmy. I remember him. You all might remember him too from after 20 years.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to know why you didn't introduce him as in depth, as it was in after 20 years. Is he a minor character, or does he even appear in your story?
He doesn't really appear in my story at all. Mainly because, if you read after 20 years, he was a cop. I don't think that would have gone well with Silky Bob.
Honest. Not the nicest person, must be said. I'm a good person. Don't worry about me. I'm sorry.
Okay, so Jimmy doesn't really appear in the story because, like they said, they made a deal to meet at Big Joe Brady's, which was in a plaza, in a restaurant in Chicago.
So that's in New York.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So they tried to meet after 20 years, title, after 20 years.
Funny.
What? Okay, so yes, they met after 20 years, but before that, it wasn't after 20 years. So he was still in Chicago, and it was near the end
Near the end
of his trip to Chicago.
trip. Like,
Kind of.
yeah. Vacation. Little
Yeah.
break. Some other stuff. Let me think, because I said that why you didn't introduce like Bob's parents as much, because I personally, in after 20 years, I do not recall any mention of his parents. So
There was no mention. I kind of made that up.
okay.
It's not like a makeup, but it's like it played a good role in my story because it proved why he went to Chicago.
Okay. And
Because if your parents die, you obviously want to go to the funeral.
And this robbing thing, it distracts him from the funeral?
Yes, pretty much he completely forgets because he's listening so intently to the men because he doesn't have that much money. If you think about it.
Yeah, a young man in the
1920s.
1920s, no parents.
I doubt he has money, yeah.
Yeah.
So he forgets all about it, but then eventually in the story he will remember. And you'll see that.
So it's basically a primitive mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
In a way.
In a way.
So yeah, I think that answers the questions. But we do have the free copies!
Yep.
Sarah's about to go get them, and then we'll all cheer for him.
Okay.
So what to do? We've been on
I'm gonna go get them, and give me a second.
You've been on the show many times with me. We need to make this loud, louder than a jackhammer. Let's see if we can do that, okay? Oh, and here he comes!
Hello, everyone.
Wait,
Yes.
more free copies for everyone.
You know what? They're actually signed.
You,
Are you speechless now?
you guys heard that, right? Correct? Say that again.
They're signed.
One more time.
They're signed.
They're signed! They won the lottery! Oh! Okay, you guys are officially in luck. Exclusive, people. Oh, and by the way, after the show, there's more there.
If you didn't get yours, there's more. More.
And I know you're tempted to get a second copy to sell it on eBay, but don't. It ain't cool, guys. Ain't cool.
So I'll be giving some, and then I'll be.
Thank you.
Sure. You're welcome.
Thank you.
There's another one
Thank you.
over here. Okay. So yeah. Hello.